Toya Monique, and this is my friend Ariana, and we are going to discuss something that's a touchy subject. A lot of people feel that young girls shouldn't have weave because it makes them look too old, and sometimes they do, especially the long one. She wanted something that would just kind of look a little like down hair, as the young people call it. So that's what I did. I gave her a sew-in. Of course, when you have young ones like this, you can't really leave any of their hair out because it's too much heat on their hair, and you'll constantly have to press it and before school, and there's just too much damage on their hair being so young. And also the styling of it, because sew-ins tend to make girls look a little bit too old for their age. So what I did was I gave her like a short bob, just so she can look more her age. Now, the things that I wanted to discuss today was how can we close up her hair, because we didn't want to leave any of her hair out. So here I have a closure. Now, of course, if I put a closure on a young child, it's just going to look too grown, in my opinion. You tell me, what do you think? So what I'm decided to do was I'm going to actually cut, hopefully you guys can really see this, you guys, but I'm just going to cut 1/4, because this is like a universal part type of closure that I ordered. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this into a 1/4, and then I'm going to just place this right here. So therefore it'll look more natural, it'll look more youthful, and she will look her age. She's 10 years old, everybody. So what I'm going to do right now is take some scissors, and I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to cut all the way down. And so let's get to cutting. If the line is not perfectly straight, it'll be alright, because it's a universal part, it's okay. So now, can you all see that? So now I've cut the closure, and I'll save this for another little girl. So I'll put this away. Now notice that it's just one piece. I'm going to go ahead and cut back to about, can you all see that? I'm going to cut off this closure, this little lace in the front. I'm going to cut back as much as possible. So I'm going to take my scissors and just kind of snip that off. Okay, so now let's scoot a little bit forward. We're going to come closer to everybody. Hello, America. So, can you see us better now? So, now we have this. And so what I'm going to do, now the part that had the lace on it and it has like the little bang, I'm going to have that to the front, right? And then the piece where it kind of has the curve, where it would have been, the back, I'm going to have that just the way I would to the back. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tack it on each side to the little part, and then in the back. And so therefore, all you'll see is just this little piece of hair, just to give it to more of that youthful look. So she doesn't have that much. You'll see there, it'll kind of look like that. So she'll still, and then I'll kind of flat iron it, give it a light flat iron, so she'll have that nice youthful look still, not too much of an adult type of thing. And so in fact, I've run into a little bit of a problem. I noticed that the closure kind of is too long for her small head. So what I'm going to do is just simply take this piece and cut from here to here. Snip it off like it never existed. Okay, so now let's measure and see where we are. Yep, it's an absolute perfect fit, everyone. It's perfect fit. So let's start just sewing. So I've got my needle here. I prefer a straight needle. It's just old school. So I'm going to just cut exactly where the lace, I'm going to sew on the edges of it, not in the center. It doesn't need to be secured. You know, she's not going to be doing anything to where it need to be secured, any too much activities to where, you know, she would need to secure it anywhere else. Some people like to secure theirs in the center. I don't think it's necessary. Just the edges would be fine. So I just go around the edges. So put your head down, sweetheart, so they can see. See there? I just take that one track and run it in and run it through and slide it up. And just kind of do that and just go all the way around. So you can put your head back. So that. Now she'll wear this hairstyle probably about 2 months, and it's a good protective style because, as we mentioned earlier, that the hair, she doesn't have any of her hair out. She's a type 4 type of hair, and you know it's difficult when it's natural to maintain, especially if you're in an area where it's humid. It's difficult just to maintain it without constantly having to do something. And she just wanted a low maintenance type of a hairstyle that looks cute. You know, young girls, they want the look of, you know, the current look that some people may have, and maybe they feel like they're too young for it, but I don't feel like she is. I think it'll be just fine once we get that. You see how that's coming together? And it looks so natural. And I don't think it looks too old in her. I think she sort of looks her age. Just a little bit, maybe 11. Okay, so notice I could have gone through the center and went across, but I'm not. I'm just going to take this one little piece, and then I'll just go ahead and snip and tie, and then start back over on the other side, just to have a more clean look, okay? And so I'll just take that and then tie it off. I know how we are as a people, everybody. We get real conservative, and we don't want our kids looking like they're going to enter a pageant. And I understand that. But then sometimes, you know, little girls, they just want a break from having to comb their hair so much. And, you know, they want the look that sometimes their adult sisters or mothers or aunties have. They want that look too. So, and I know for me, I wore a ponytail when I was little. I loved ponytail. Little boy pulled my ponytail out my head and swung it around the whole neighborhood. It was so embarrassing. But some people want down hair, and they don't want to just be tied to the ponytail. So this is just an option. If y'all think it's too grown, let me know. Make a comment. But I don't. I think it looks just fine. So we're going to go once again. Tie my needle. Tie a little knot at the end, and then go back again and just go and to the back.